Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Alan and welcome to the new Stank Shack YouTube channel. We'll get to painting the propane tank here in just a minute, but I just wanted to tell you guys sort of why I started this channel and basically why it's called the Stank Shack. So the reason I started the channel is because I want to basically learn how to sort of work on things on my own and sort of learn how to build things, because I don't really know how to do that sort of stuff. So I just have some projects that we're going to be doing just around my house and stuff, and I thought I would just film them just to sort of document the process of learning how to build things and fix things, and then also just sort of like kind of track the progress of things that we've done around our house over the years. Just thought it'd be sort of fun. So why the channel is named the Stanky Shack? Because of this building right here behind me. We call this the Stanky Shack because it's pretty gross, and it's just on our property. This isn't like our house or anything. One thing that we eventually want to do on this channel, and I have no idea like the time frame really yet, we eventually want to turn this little shack right here into like basically sort of like a library and like reading room office for my wife, so she has her own space, because our house is pretty small. Right back over here, so it's a nice little house. It's all remodeled and everything, but it is pretty small, so we just sort of want to remodel this just to give her some space, and I'll show you guys around in there just real quick. So here we have this really nasty door here. So as you can see inside here, it's just pretty gross, just sort of a studded out wall. It smells really musty in here because of I think the roof has been leaking, and then also there's like a well over here that they have ran into here, and an old propane heater. So yeah, one thing we eventually want to do on the channel is get to remodeling this, but who knows how long that will be. Anyways, let's go ahead and go over and we'll get started on the propane tank. So here's the propane tank, and I've already done a little bit of work on it. So we had this pressure wash just a couple months ago, and it had some spots that were starting to rust, and so what I did is just hit those rusty spots with a wire brush a little bit, and already primered this area right here. So there were a few spots around the propane tank like this where the metal was showing and they had started to rust. So I already cleaned those up, and then just put some primer on there, and I did sand the whole thing. So I've already done a little bit of work on it, and then basically you guys are just going to get to see kind of the final coat of paint that I'll put on there. And I'm just using spray paint on this, and then I have a roller just in case there's any drips or anything like that. Let's go ahead and get to work. And here's the type of paint that I'm using. So we finished up our first coat of paint, and I think we're gonna let this dry overnight and then come back tomorrow and sort of see what it looks like with just that one coat. And then if we need to, we'll put a second coat on there. It does look a little bit splotchy, so it doesn't look very good right now. We'll see how it looks tomorrow though after it dries, and we'll go from there. So it's about a week later from that last video that I shot, and so it has one coat on there. It looks okay, however there are some like rough spots, and I do think it needs another coat. And so what I'm going to do to get rid of those rough spots, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of lightly sand it again, and then after that I'll wipe it off again and then go ahead and put a second coat on there, and then we'll come back out in a few hours and see what it looks like after that. So it's been a few hours since I put that last coat of paint on here, and it's pretty much completely dry now. And it looks not very good, to be honest with you guys. It's a little bit splotchy. So probably just gonna leave it like it is. So a little bit of a learning experience here. And but the main reason I did this was to keep it from rusting, so at least I don't have to worry about it rusting now. So at least that's taken care of, even though it doesn't look too great. I want to give you guys a quick sneak peek of the next thing that we're gonna be working on. We're gonna head into the shop here. So the next thing that we're planning on working on is a mantle. So we're replacing our mantle. And our in-laws, they have a sawmill at their farm, and they cut this mantle for us out of a tree. So we're going to be putting this up inside of our house. And my wife just finished sanding it, and then I think we're going to put some kind of polyurethane, or at least seal it pretty well before we actually do anything with it. But if you guys want to see us install this thing and work on this, be sure to subscribe and hit that like button. This will hopefully be the next project. We also have a water leak that just kind of came up recently, so we may have to take care of that first. So I don't know if we'll put that on the channel or not, but either the next video, maybe a water leak video, maybe this, who knows. Just stay tuned though, we will be getting this done hopefully pretty soon. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next one.